Okay, I shall proceed on to the fourth question. Okay, Hao Ren, please tell me, how do you match customers' requirement to your product recommendation?
How I match that? Usually, the shop got the top selling product because the margin is very good. So I usually just try to sell the top selling product first based on my experience.
Okay.
That's how I become the top sales. Yeah.
Okay, your experience.
Yeah.
How have your experience changed during the course itself? Have you learned anything from there?
You mean learn from where? Sorry.
It means you have to learn to meet the match the requirements based on customers' needs, preference, the desired specification. So do you learn all that from the course?
I suppose they mentioned before in the course, because our company has a training for sales executive. I think I got some vivid memory, but of course I prefer to sell the top sales because ABC company is all about profit so we try to push.
But you learn this course from here, but not from your company. So
yes.
Okay. Do you think that do you think that it's right to look into the customer preference first?
Customer preference, I try to steal their preference, try to manipulate, to a product that I'm more familiar with, So I usually avoid telling alternative product because I try to steer them to one product that I'm familiar with, and I'm familiar with the product I can sell better. Yes.
Okay. Now just move on to the last question. Okay. Name me one reason why you may need to present alternative product to the customer.
Alternative product. One reason. I seldom sell alternative product like I mentioned before. Because unless there's a big event or stuff, and I'll try to sell alternative product. But I'm more familiar to like a certain brand of product, like Apple. If it's like Windows, I'll try to avoid and try not to sell that because the margin is really low. Apple product is either $3,000 or 2008. I push the sales there. That is my impression of Apple, and I think it personally good for the shop to sell just Apple.
Do you agree with me that if you want to present alternative product, you are giving customer more choices to choose? Do you agree with me on that?
Yes, I agree. But I also believe I can convince customer to try to buy more expensive products.
Okay. So ultimately, you will still need to look into your customers' needs.
Some
you
way.
Agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do some marking. Just give me a moment. How long have you been in this industry?
Oh, close to almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. Okay. Okay, Hao Ren, before I go on to your outcome of this assessment, I just want to give a few feedback. Okay, based on your role playing and your oral questioning, which you just entered just now. I think overall you are confident in person. I think you know your product quite well, but not too well. Okay, so that's the bad part where you need to start to listen to the customer's requirement, and of course, don't be fixated with your mindset to selling just one product.
Yeah.
Always don't be afraid to give options for your customers to choose. I think because different customers have different profile of requirements, different needs, so not many people would prefer using iOS or Windows. Okay. So this one, I think this is a very big improvement that you need to work on. Okay. Now, with all this, I think I may not be able to deem you competent for this program, for this assessment.
Okay.
That's basically because you failed to meet some requirements in some of the questions, or of course in some of the role play competency.
Okay.
So overall, I don't think you are able to excel some of the performance criteria lah. And I think your knowledge, your underlying knowledge, based on some of the questions that I asked you earlier on, you are still tapping on your prior knowledge to do this assessment. I think this is one reason. This is not just one reason. These are a few reasons that I need to deem you not yet competent NYC. Alright. So yeah. So I need to at this juncture I need to brief you on the appeal process. Okay. So the appeal process at this moment that you have the option to lodge an appeal. Okay. So allow me to brief you on this process at this moment. So if you lodge an appeal at this moment, you may lodge an appeal 7 days within from now. Okay. And you have to make a payment of $30 for the fee for stating a reason for appeal. Alright. We will submit the appeal reason to the appeal panel, and they will convene an investigation within 4 weeks. And of course, they will provide you outcome to see whether they will decide on your outcome or reassessment. Okay. Now, in this case, that if you don't wish to lodge an appeal, okay, which means I have to get you to sign this assessment record that states not NYC, and you are to opt for a reassessment within 2 months, but with a fee of $107.
Within 2 months,
Within 2 months, yes. Within 2 months from now. Okay. So can I ask, do you want to lodge an appeal at this moment?
I just do a reassessment. It's okay.
Do reassessment. So can I confirm that you don't wish to lodge an appeal for this? Okay. So, Hao Ren, there are 2 areas which I need you to sign. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to sign on top here, and at the bottom here. Okay. On your next round of reassessment, I will not be the assessor, just to let you know. There will be another assessor that will be assessing you, and you will still be going through the same role play and the oral questioning. Okay? Sure. Cool. Can you get the next candidate?